Hey y'all, it's your girl Alicia. Welcome back to Moon's Diary. I'm Moon. If you have not read the title, today we're going to be doing an Am I the Asshole story. I keep on almost saying story time. We're going to be doing Am I the Asshole reading. I haven't done one of these in a minute. It's probably been like 5 or 6 videos since the last time I've done this. And the last time, like, my voice was, I was struggling to breathe, and now I feel a lot better. It's still not the best, but it's not as bad as it was. So without further ado, let's get into it. I found 4 stories that I'm going to read today. In the first story, the title is Am I the Asshole for Bringing Up Just How Much I Actually Do for Our Household to My Wife? Am I the asshole for bringing up just how much I actually do for our household to my wife? Can't believe I actually have a reason to post something on Reddit, but here I am. My wife, 41 female, and I, 42 male, have been married for 15 years. I apparently surprised her by being capable of doing household chores and tasks, which I didn't think much of. My mom always asked me to help out with chores when I was a kid, so I didn't think it was beneath me or anything. I do think I inherit her need to clean excessively. OCD? My mom has that. Like, it's so bad that I can't eat until a mess is dealt with. My mom is an amazing cook. My aunt was a literal chef at a fancy hotel, and my dad loved having barbecues. It was pretty natural to learn from them and pick up a thing or two. The only thing I didn't pick up was how to make a decent cup of tea or coffee. I'm genuinely awful at it. It got to a point where I was handling most of the household chores and taking care of cooking, which I prefer anyway since she comes home exhausted. Okay. Not seeing where you're the asshole yet, but let's continue reading. I've been asking our children, 11 female and 9 male, to do some minor tasks around the house and hopefully teach them this sort of thing too. She has a group of friends who hang out regularly. This time it was her turn to host the group at her home. I offered to take our children out for the day and it was all set. Before we left, I had to finish up some things for work. The office space is practically on top of our living room, so I could hear what they were talking about the entire time. One of the friends asked how she always kept our house so spotless, and my wife just bragged about how she was responsible for it all. Oh, interesting. Not her taking credit. Then they all started talking about their gripes with their marriages. A common theme was how unhelpful their spouses were. I felt pretty uncomfortable, so I just left the office and went out with the kids. I came back after they had left for the night and acted as normal until we got to our bedroom. I asked her what was up with that conversation they had and pointed out that I did the cooking and cleaning in our marriage. Lamo, clock the tea, babe. Clock it. You are entitled to clock that tea. Is this crooked? Hold up. You are entitled to clock that tea because you do the cooking. Yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning. Yes, I keep it real sweet for your eating. Like, you are entitled to that because you do that. And for her to take credit like that, that's kind of fucked up because she knows. I bet you she spared not one hesitation, not one fuck was given when she lied straight through her teeth with that one. Yeah. She told me not to take it personally and that she just wanted to fit in with the struggles of her friends. Now I just feel unappreciated, especially since I don't clearly remember any genuine gratitude for what I do from her. Since then, she's been pretty short with me. She says I'm weaponizing what I'm doing against her and holding it over her head. I didn't intend for that or to make her feel guilty at all. I don't expect her to compliment me each time I clean or defend me religiously. Just a little. My husband is pretty helpful, actually. He does his share, would be nice. I can't help but feel like her friends think I'm some sort of deadbeat who comes home to relax and neglect her. Yeah, you're definitely not the asshole. And this is coming from someone whose mother did most of the cleaning and the cooking while my dad, I'm not even trying to throw shade, but low-key, because I remember my mom telling me that he would go make himself a meal, and then she would be like, oh, what did you make for dinner? He'd be like, for dinner? oh, I just made this for myself. Like, that's inconsiderate. Especially as a parent, and you know you have children to feed, that's inconsiderate. So now in his case, you know that, like, you're not doing the cooking and cleaning. And I feel like there's this thing, you know, you're supposed to want to say something. Like, there shouldn't have to be someone there for you to know what to say and what to do for what's right and what's wrong. You knew it was wrong to say that you do the cooking and the cleaning when you know you don't do that. It's your husband. And that too, like, it's your husband. We're continuously stereotyped to be women in the kitchen. Like, oh, you're a woman, get in the kitchen. Like, and you have a man that's willing to do that for you, when a whole bunch of these men be like, my woman could never tell me to cook. My woman could never tell me to, do household chores. This man is willingly doing it, and he enjoys it. Give him the credit he deserves. You are not the asshole, sir. It's really not hard. Not the asshole. My wife gets these are comments. Not the asshole. My wife gets those combos and just bows out, saying she doesn't have those problems, and we split chores equally. It's not hard to do. Then she commiserates with me about other people's very strange life decisions. If her friends are talking about cheating, would she be trying to fit in there too? Right. Interesting. Okay. The next story is, am I the asshole for not going to a meeting my stepsister and her mom had with our principal? So I'm guessing this is your stepsister, and then you say and her mom, so that's her mom, so it's your stepmom. Okay, just want to make sure I grasp it all. All right. When I, 16 female, was 6, almost 7, and my stepsister, 16 female, wait. Okay. So she was 6, almost 7, and then her stepsister was 7, but they're both pretty much the same age. Okay. We each lost a parent in an accident that happened locally. This made my dad and her mom close, and they ended up getting married 2 years after the accident. My stepsister hated her mom marrying my dad. She didn't want her mom to move on so fast, and she didn't want to be my family. We didn't really know each other before, even though we were in the same school, but she resented the idea that from that accident she needed to get a step anything, let alone a stepdad and stepsister.
She bullied me.
Which was something her mom and my dad did address. Okay. But then she got sneaky about it and told me she'd make my life worse if her mom found out it was still happening, and I believed her. It started out with her calling me names when the adults knew, and telling kids at school I wet the bed because my mommy died in a really taunting way. When it got more secretive, she'd wish me dead, and she'd tell me that she hoped the rest of my family would die and I'd end up alone. Okay, you're not the asshole. I already know you're not the asshole. As someone whose parents are divorced, and thank God Almighty, Lord forbid, thank God my parents are still alive. Thank God, Lord forbid, my parents ever get into an accident. My parents are divorced, so I've already had to witness, like, my dad being with another girl or my mom being with another man. So, did I say girl? Another woman. And my mom being with another man. So, I'm always open. And that's maybe just because I'm just a nice person. I feel like it's just her character. I feel like it's just her character. It's like every time, it's like every time I come to record, like, my voice, my whole body, like, she don't know what to do with herself. So she start acting crazy. Ooh, that tastes good. My dad was telling me and my sisters that he thinks that we had a little sister already in the world that we knew nothing about. And I'm down. Like, I love children down. Children are the innocence of our world. they know not what they are. I know not what you are, but can I just say hi? If you know where that's from. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they're going to become. Children are the most impressionable of us all. And I feel like that's what makes them so lovable. They don't know what they're doing. They're just saying anything. You can't get mad at them for that unless you're starting to teach them as they grow up. You cannot expect a child to know something that you know as an adult when they're just a child. I feel like I would be over the moon if I found out that I was getting a little baby sister or a little baby brother. It doesn't matter who the daddy is, who the mother is. I'm still getting a baby sister or a baby brother, and I'm fine with that because the more the merrier. Happy family. I understand, you know, not wanting someone unfamiliar in your family, but you can always grow that bond as a family member. And for her to say that she didn't want her mom to move on so fast, it's been 2 years, honey. Get over it. Not the accident. Your mom being over it. You never know how long grief takes people. That's its own thing. But your mom getting over your dad in 2 years, that's pretty good. Some people still don't get over their love their entire life if their lover died. So for her to get over her dad like that in 2 years, if she wants to do it, it's her life. She's healed from it. She's saying, I'm going to let him go to God. I'm going to let him go to heaven. Let him sail off and be who he wants to be later in the afterlife. Because there's nothing I can do about it now. Because he's gone. There's nothing I can do. So I'm just going to move on and hope that I can be happy without him. And she's found happiness 2 years later. I could see if it was like 6 months later and she decided to marry this man, but she like 2 years later. So it's not that bad. But for the daughter, the stepsister, to say that you feel so much hatred for me just because my dad married your mom, and then all that hatred, and you talking about something, you want my family to die? Oh, now we're definitely not family. Now I definitely have the right to beat your ass because you're wishing death on my family. And I know you're not talking shit, talking about taunting me about my mother's death, and your dad died too. So let's keep it a buck. I need you to calm down, miss, because you're in the same boat as I, but we're handling our hurt a different way. You need to be better, because right now you're being a really trashy person. I'm not gonna lie. She also told me my dad loved her mom more than mine, but that her mom will always love her dad more. She warned me she'd show embarrassing photos of me too if I didn't do what she said. It got so bad that my dad kept trying to make me tell him, and 2 years after I had stopped letting him know what was happening, I spilled my guts about it. Dad was so upset, angry, and my sister was punished really harshly for it as well as getting a new therapist. She already had one, but a new one was found. We also did some family therapy together, but I never really saw her as family, and honestly, I say stepsister to stop any complaints about me saying dad's wife's daughter after all this time. Dad's wife's daughter. So, wait. I never really saw her as family, and honestly, I say stepsister to stop any complaints about me saying dad's wife's daughter. So, was she calling her dad's wife's daughter instead of just saying stepsister? Lamo. After all this time, because I know people expect some kind of family unity. You can't always expect family to like be happy. That's why I hate the life is too short. Just forgive your family. Blood is thicker than water. It's not always thicker. It's not always thicker. Some of your family can be your worst enemies, and they want worse than the regular people out there. You have people that are not even blood that care more about you than your own family. It's crazy, really. And that's why I don't like that. Life's too short. Yeah, life is too short. Life is too short to be dealing with the toxicity of a family member that doesn't care for your well-being. And you're risking my mental health. I'm risking my mental health still being in associates with you. Still being in association with you. So that's why we cut people off, right? Things have now turned for her, and she's been bullied really badly at school. Hurt people, but karma is a bitch. Oh, I know, and I don't care at all. I don't feel bad for her. To me, it's a crappy person being treated the same way she treated me. I know she was young and has basically stopped because she doesn't want to be punished, not because she likes me or regrets it. But I just don't care. I hate that we're still related through marriage. Some photos of my stepsister were sent around school, which caused a really big bullying incident last week, and she locked herself in the girls' bathroom. My stepmom made plans to talk with the principal, and she and dad wanted me there as support. Support. Mom and dad are funny. My stepmom made plans to talk with the principal, and she and dad wanted me there as support for my stepsister. But I didn't go, and they don't like that I didn't go. All weekend we had these talks about how it would have been good to support my stepsister and how I know bullying and could be more empathetic. I told my dad I can't find it for her, that I just do not like her or think she can ever be someone I would help or support. They're pretty pissed with me, and the only reason they didn't punish me is because of what happened before. Am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole. You are not the asshole. She already knows what she did. And thank goodness she didn't say nothing. You have nothing to say to me, and I have nothing to say to you. Now, these parents, you need to tell them to kick rocks. Like, not literally, but like, kick rocks about me going to support you. Because ain't nothing you say gonna change my mind. She's not my sister. We may be stepsisters through marriage, but I don't see her as family just because she didn't see me as family. And she never cared when she was bullying me, and we're the same age. So, like, if I don't think to do shit like that, why are you thinking about shit like that? Like, why are you trying to blackmail me? Why are you blackmailing me? And then you were talking about sharing embarrassing photos of me. I want nothing to do with you. You only want bad for me, and I don't care for that type relationship. Okay, we're reading one. Comment. Not the asshole. You made the right choice. Supporting your step-sibling after all she has put you through, in my mind, is a bridge too far. Sad, but that is how I feel about it. Your stepsister needs long-term serious therapy, and until she has reached a place that an honest and open relationship can exist for her, I feel you being a part of the process is just too early for the whole process at this time. What is needed is space from each other and for her to heal in her grief for her dad properly and healthy. Tell your dad when your stepsister is in a better place. What? Tell your dad when your stepsister is in a better place, then maybe there can be a reconciliation, but not now. Forcing some type of family bond that doesn't exist will not help the stepsister and may make it worse. Yeah. When you put two people in a situation they don't want to be in, it's just gonna make it worse. So you need to let the relationship fester on its own, or it's never gonna happen. Next. This next title is, am I the asshole for refusing to lend my car to my friend after she wrecked it the last time? I find it funny that your friend wrecked your car a first time and then had the audacity to ask for it a second time. And I can just bet you she got mad that you didn't let her use it a second time after she crashed it the first time. But let's get into it. I, 29 male, have a decent car that I worked hard to buy. It's nothing fancy, but it gets me where I need to go. A few months ago, I lent my car to my friend, Kelly, 28, female, for a weekend trip. I trusted her, and I thought it would be fine. However, she ended up wrecking it, totaled the front end. She swore it was an accident and offered to pay for the repairs, but it took weeks to get it fixed, and I was out of a car during that time. After she finally paid for the repairs, I was still feeling pretty uneasy about lending my car again. Fast forward to last week. Kelly asked to borrow my car for a family event because her car was in the shop. I hesitated and told her I was uncomfortable letting it out again after what happened last time. She got really upset and accused me of not trusting her. Bitch, no, I don't trust you. Look what happened when I trust you the first time. Babe, you're funny. It's getting entitled. I tried to explain, what was that? I tried to explain my feelings, but she kept insisting I was being dramatic and that it was just an accident. Yeah, it was just an accident. That's what got my car totaled. Now, our mutual friends are divided. Some think I should give her another chance while others agree that I have every right to be cautious. You need to disassociate with... You need to disassociate with... What? You need to disassociate yourself with all of the friends that think that you're in the wrong. Because why on God's green earth? Why on God's green earth that he took 6 days to build and then rest on the Sabbath? Do you think that I would give you and lend you my car for the second time after you damaged it the first time? Baby, please. It's giving delusional. And I'm the most delusional one here. So, baby, you're pushing it. Right. I feel terrible for letting her down, but I also think my feelings are valid given the circumstances. No, you're not the asshole for not trying to lend your car to a car wrecker. Again, limo. The comment. Not the asshole. She is right. You don't trust her, and with good reason. Clarification. He is not the asshole, okay? You don't trust her, and with good reason. She wrecked your car when you loaned it to her as a favor, and even if she paid for repairs, you still had to deal with not having a car while it was getting repaired. Basically, your friend is upset because she's dealing with the consequences of her own actions. Like, baby, if you want a car, you gonna have to get your car out the shop, because, baby girl, I'm not lending you my shit again. This is what happens when you try to be nice to people. Like, I'm never lending my car to anybody. If you want to drive my car, I have to be in it. And shit, that's probably not even gonna happen either, because I don't trust nobody. I don't even trust my own father to drive my car. Well, I do, but I don't. Like, I don't. I don't trust my father's driving, but I trust that he would drive my car correctly. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't, but I just trust my dad's driving because he is a good driver, but he drives like a bat out of hell. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't. Anyway, but yeah, you're not the asshole friend. You're not. It's the entitlement for me, like, babes. It's the entitlement for me. I lent you my car as a favor because you're a friend. I gave it to you in full. Like, it was a whole car. You gave it back to me in pieces. What am I supposed to think? Oh, if I lend her my shit again, oh, that shit gonna come back in 50 pieces. And it's gonna take even longer to get repaired, whether she pays for it or not. He was out of a whole car for that amount of time because he was inconvenienced because you were not careful driving. And I know sometimes accidents happen because there are other drivers that, like, do stuff. But I'd rather, God forbid, me be getting into an accident because of me than my friend getting into an accident and I don't even know the full of what happened because I wasn't there. They could be lying to my face, saying, oh, someone ran into me when they were the ones in the wrong. Okay, last story. When my girlfriend and I got together, didn't even read the title. Am I the asshole for going to a strip club? ? When my girlfriend and I got together, we ended up talking about things that we wouldn't accept from the other person. Examples, or what we classified as cheating, etc. One of the things my girlfriend mentioned was going to a strip club. She said she wouldn't have an issue with me going to a strip club and she'd be fine with it, but she'd draw the line at getting a private dance. I told her I never really saw the appeal of strip clubs anyway, and that I see paying for dances, etc. as a waste of money. I agree. It's come up a few times in conversation since, as some of her friends went to watch a male stripper show and a relative of mine hired strippers for his friend's stag do. and every time it came up, my girlfriend's opinion remained the same. It was a friend of mine's 30th birthday a couple weeks ago, and a group of us went to a different city for the night to go out for drinks. After a few drinks, my friend wanted to go to a strip club. A few of the group wanted to go, and a couple... Why does she do the things she do? A few of the group wanted to go, and a couple of us didn't, but since it was his birthday, we all went. Some of them paid for private dances, but I stayed near the bar with one of the guys and had a few games of pool. The dancers were walking around trying to talk people into private dances. The next morning, I traveled home. My girlfriend asked how the night was, and I told her it was good. I told her about the place we went, and she was fine with it and happy. I had a good time and that I respected her boundary and didn't get a private dance. She mentioned to a friend of hers about the night, and her friend immediately started saying how disgusting I am and how my girlfriend shouldn't put up with it. When my girlfriend got home, she said what her friend said and that she thinks I shouldn't have gone to the club. I point out she was fine with it until her friend told her she shouldn't be. I told her she shouldn't be letting her friend dictate what the boundaries are in our relationship, and that she had no concerns at all until her friend had a different view. My girlfriend just said that her friend said how disrespectful it is what I have done and that I should apologize. I told her I'm not apologizing just because her friend thinks I should, and that we should be the ones designing our boundaries, not her friends. But she says she thinks I'm being unreasonable. Am I the asshole for going to a strip club? No. Alright, let me assess the situation. Your girlfriend said she was fine with you going to a strip club, but she drew the line, the boundary, at you getting a private dance. Your friend has a birthday party, and afterwards y'all go to the strip club. Some of your friends got the private dances, but you stayed at the bar. Okay, green flag, green flag. You listen, okay. There's no evidence saying that you went in there, so okay. I don't think you're the asshole. You stay within the boundaries. You went, but you didn't get a private dance, just like your girlfriend asked, and you respected that boundary. That's all I can ask for. You respected my boundary. That's all I can ask for. I'm cool. You respected my boundary. That's all I can ask for. Now, the friend, first of all, where did the friend even hear said what goes on? Where? Like, where did they hear what was going on coming from? Like, how did they get information? That's what I want to know. Because how did your girlfriend come back and think that it was disrespectful or disgusting when you didn't do anything? You went to the strip club. You were there. You went to the bar. You were there. You never got a private dance to my knowledge. So you stayed within the boundaries. And you saying that she didn't have a problem with it until her friend brought it up was what I was thinking. Like, you not having a problem with it until like your friend brought it up means that you can't think for yourself. Sometimes I'm just saying, like, I'm not even trying to throw shade. Like, okay, we can take outside advice, but everything that I say to you is what I'm seeing and what you tell me. I told you that I don't want you getting a private dance. I'm okay with you going to a strip club, but you are not to get a private dance. That's where I crossed the boundary, and he didn't cross that boundary. So I don't understand what the problem is now. Maybe the friend seen something. Maybe there was pictures going around. I don't know, but I just feel like he didn't do nothing wrong, so there is no need. You're not the asshole, in my opinion, sir. But that was all for stories. Therefore, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked, and I hope you subscribe so you can leave as a subscriber. I know why I keep looking away. It's just because I can't see myself. But thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my art channel, which is in the description box below. Without further ado, I'm going to see y'all next. What's today? Today is Monday. You guys probably won't see this video until Friday. So deuces.